Let's come. Let's finish this thing out on the high note. 2034. This is Alejandro. Awesome. Cullen Drive, and that is Dallas. There you are.
And it's currently listed as a for sale by owner.
Okay.
Zillow.
Can
for 510.
Can you remove the? Okay. This is listed for 510 as a for sale by owner by a trust. Interesting. All right. So right off the bat, I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's owned in a trust. These people spent $3,000 to $10,000. This is what it costs to set up a family trust, right? This protects the property. It makes sure that you don't have to go through probate. It lets everybody know who's going to inherit this property. So I don't know if somebody passed away and now it's in the trust and they want to sell that property, or if it's just if they're still living and they want to sell it. So first of all, 510 on as a for sale by owner makes me feel like they just want retail minus the, that's what you're talking about, right, Jesse? 510, they want retail minus not having to pay real estate agent fees, all right?
And every agent in that market's calling them too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this thing is getting bombarded. So let me just tell you, part of a real estate agent's business, their prospecting business, is they call for sale by owners canceled and expired listings. So they get a list of all these for sale by owners that are put out there on websites or on Zillow or whatever else. So interesting. Look what's going on here, guys. Wow. Okay.
That changes things.
Somebody's going bananas. Oh, I love this guy that's just like, no. Hey, we're going to give you a smoking deal. We're doing the whole thing. This is like the movie Up, right? This is exactly like the movie Up. Anyway, looks great. Rough property. I mean, I would see you got to run comps on this street, right? Because these are similar properties. The properties that are selling across the way, don't think, the owner's probably saying, well, these are selling for, $1 million or whatever, so my property's worth that too. Listen, if they wanted to buy this house and demolish it, they're not going to give that guy $510,000 to be able to do that. All right, the numbers just don't work there. So if he's unrealistic, he's unrealistic. But what I would do, or whoever's running the trust here, looks like a solid deal. But if they want 510, I would throw out 350 and see what they say. I would throw it out without even. I would just see if there's any movement there. Now let's look at the comparables. Let's go through this. If you can remove me here, Matt, that'd be great. We're looking at the comparables here. We're going both. It's non-disclosure, whatever. We're going single family. Let's make sure that we get that. We're looking right there. This thing's going back a year. We don't have to go that far, but I'm just curious to see what is going on with this area. I like number 3 here. That looks like it's probably pretty similar. Number 3 there, sold an estimate 512. You have to do a little bit more digging when you're in Texas because it's non-disclosure, because nobody messes with Texas. You know what I mean? Nobody. Hold on. This is doing something. And they like their privacy. So search with Google. Boom, we're going to pull this thing up. It's interesting to see if it was listed, they kind of give you the listing. What just happened? Get back over here.
The guy just commented, he said he wants to sell for land value and wants to get close to that list price of 510.
Of course. That's not the land value though. That's just not the land value. He thinks the land value because they're doing, that's exactly what we were talking about. Yeah. That's exactly what we were talking, we read it before we even knew that. I'm telling you. Interesting. So he wants, if there were other properties here getting, selling for that and getting destroyed, but look within the mile. Now let's just make sure. And excuse if you hear any background noise. It's a party for everybody's having lunch right outside the studio. So whatever, it's the 7th. I'm going to go back a few months. Look at this. Get real. This is telling me 565. It's not land value. And I knew he was going to say that. I knew he was going to say that, not to be cocky, but that's what people think.
Nice try.
Yeah, nice try, dude. You're not getting it. Because look at this. Look at all these guys. Look at all these guys just doing great things. And he thinks that he's going to sell to this developer and they're going to do something. do something great with it. But if he wants to, tell him, hey, here's the number of the developer. Call them, see if what they'll offer you, and it'll be a lot less. So I would find out the motivation, right? I would find out the motivation on that. We can close this out, man. Find the motivation on why he wants to sell. But if they're just holding out because they see these big, beautiful houses being built next to them, and they think that that's, the path of progress is going to roll over their house and they're going to get, a huge amount for it right now, they're wrong. Because the fact is, land value for a developer, they want to buy that lot for 20% of what the fixed up value of those properties are. So let's say that those properties, I don't know what they are, but just round numbers, let's say that it's $1 million property right next to them, right? All those big, beautiful houses are $1 million properties. Great. Well, they'll pay 20%. So 20% of $1 million is $200,000. He wants the land value. The land value is $200,000. Okay. If those are sold for $2 million, the land value is $400,000. He's still way off, right? They would have to sell for $2.5 million each right there for that land right there that he has to be worth $500, what he's asking. So, yeah, I would say that that's probably not a motivated seller that I would go after and try to. Remember, we're deal finders, not deal creators, deal finders. If you like this video, smash that subscribe button because we put out new videos every single day. And if you have a question that you want me to answer personally, join us live every Wednesday.